Now on KSNT News at 6, a moment worth more than gold.
You can't change the results, but you can cherish the moments that you get.
A surprise reunion for a Kansas Olympian and her biggest supporter.
And how lawmakers made it easier for food plants to be closer to your home. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brooke Lennington.
And I'm Jace Mills. Freezing rain and sleet is moving out of our area after sticking around for days. Here is a live look from our KSNT storm tracker. Now the weather seems to be improving.
But let's check in first now with KSNT Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller to find out what's ahead.
Well, first you see that the streets are in the roads and the highways there in pretty good shape with the melting away today with the daylight. Now, we're not done with all of the precipitation. Some more light freezing rain showers have developed over Nemaha, Marshall, parts of Potawatomi, Riley, Clay, and even farther south into Gary and Dickinson counties. And even some of that trying to mix with sleet near Marysville. Farther to the southeast where temperatures are above freezing, it is mainly a little bit of light rain showers still moving through and some patchy drizzle in between where the showers aren't falling at this time. All of this lifting off to the north and east and no more developing in south central Kansas. And so we're not expecting another round after this evening's light rain showers, but with temperatures ranging from below freezing at Concordia, Clay Center, even Junction City at 31 to above freezing in the southeastern counties, there will be some differing impacts, and some of our western and parts of our northern counties could still see a few icy patches redevelop. The thing that's helped us has been the daylight today. That even though you can stay below freezing, just having daylight can warm up the roads enough, and we saw that happen today. Obviously, we lose that tonight, and any patchy drizzle as we fall to 28 could cause a few slick spots to redevelop overnight.
And with all that ice and patchy drizzle, walking outside can be tricky, and a number of people have taken a fall.
Oh yeah, KSNT News reporter Molly Pat joins us live from Topeka with ideas on how to handle the ice. Molly?
Brooke, Jace, the streets aren't so bad right now, but the sidewalks and streets are, as you can see, this has not been taken care of yet, so it's pretty slick. But before I take a walk on it to get to my car, I got to make sure I put my gloves on so that they're not in my pockets to keep warm. Also, if you have to carry anything, be sure to use a backpack because like the gloves, you want to keep your hands free. Now, Via Christi calls this the Penguin Walk. I've never heard of it, but I'm going to show you what it is. It's going to keep you safe when you're walking on the parking lot. So what you're going to do, keep your arms out, turn your feet like this, and they say to take small steps, just gliding on that ice. I've never heard of this, like I said, but it seems to be working. So I'm going to get to my car. You just kind of keep stable and walk like this. Now, it is working, so be sure to use it. The parking lots are what have the most ice on them right now as out driving around. So live in North Topeka, Molly Pat, KSNT News.
All right, Molly, thank you. I know our own Brittany Moore took a tumble a couple days ago.
Yeah, but I do like the idea of this penguin walk, and I just wish we could watch Molly do it all night long.
Remember, you can get minute-by-minute updates on the weather while we're off the air. Just download our KSNT mobile app or visit ksnt.com. And despite the wintry weather, lawmakers were still at work at the State House. Today, the Senate advanced a bill loosening restrictions on where major chicken plants can build. The bill rolls back regulations on how many animals can be on site. It also allows plants to be a little more than 1,000 feet away from other buildings, including homes. This comes just months after people in Tonganoxie stopped a Tyson chicken plant from being built there. The bill will still need to be approved by the House and signed by the governor before it becomes law. Another bill would toughen the penalties for people who illegally pass a school bus. Under the bill, if you pass a school bus more than once within 5 years, you'd have to pay a $750 fine. Now, if you pass it 3 times within 5 years, you'd pay $1,000. The House will be taking final action on the bills later tonight.
A man wanted for running from the Jackson County Courthouse is in custody tonight. That from Jackson County Sheriff Tim Morse just minutes ago. Now, Morse says they've been looking for the man since he ran from the Jackson County Courthouse earlier this afternoon. That's a picture of him there. Morse says deputies found 33-year-old Matthew Shipley in Nemaha County. Well, there's a stigma surrounding Topeka. We talked to top officials and community leaders about how that stigma is affecting the economy.
How do we change that image that, Topeka is a safe place. It is a good place to raise a family. It is a good place to work and play.
And what's being done to reverse the trend, that's coming up tonight on KSNT News after the Olympics.
And as the Winter Olympics are winding down, a local teen is keeping her eye on the future. KSNT News reporter James Ryan has the story of Lena Salters and her quest for a golden ticket to Tokyo.
As a kid, Lena Salters tried every sport under the sun, but here in the ring at Topeka Golden Gloves, she says she's found her calling. This is Lena Salters' happy face. She says she's happiest when she's boxing.
It's a big part of me. Just getting into the ring or training makes me really happy, knowing that this is what I love to do and I found my passion at an early age.
At only 18, Lena has dedicated her life to the sport.
I was really bad in the beginning. I couldn't jump rope, and now I'm able to jump rope and teach students and sort of help my coach out and just be like, hey, this is how you box.
Now that she's graduated from high school, Lena trains 3 times per week in the hopes of qualifying for the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
So why not her? She can do it.
Lena's coach, Paul Adami, says he's shocked by how much she's progressed in just 5 years.
She's like a sponge. We show her, explain it to her, and she just takes it in, and then she tries to apply it in the ring.
But when it comes down to it, it's just Lena in the ring, and that's how she likes it.
It's like a lifestyle. You individually fight, so you're not with the team. You're kind of like by yourself trying to compete.
And keep the rest of the world on the ropes. As she works to compete, Lena will be battling an ankle injury and women with more experience than her. But she and her coaches feel like she has what it takes to go for gold. In Topeka, James Ryan, KSNT News.
And Lena will compete in several qualifying events in hopes of making it onto Team USA.
And another Kansas Olympian says she won something better than gold at this year's Winter Games. KSNT News reporter Jack Doles joins us live from Pyeongchang to tell us what Katie Eulander is walking away with. Jack?
Yeah, Brooke and Jace, this is one of my favorite stories of the Olympic Winter Games. Katie Eulander, Kansas native, came here expecting to medal. This is her 4th Olympics. Well, after the Sochi Games, she had a falling out with her mother. They had not talked, they hadn't seen each other. But as Katie was getting ready for her final day of competition, she was getting focused, and all of a sudden she looks up, and 10 feet away is her mother yelling, "I love you." She had snuck past security to get to that point. Katie said she blew her a kiss. The timing could have been better. When you're getting ready to go down a track face first, 70 miles an hour, you have to be focused. And she had 16 turns to negotiate. Well, she just didn't do as well as she'd hoped, did not medal, but she said reconnecting with her mother took the sting out of that.
And I'm not walking away with a medal, but I walked away with an opportunity to rekindle a relationship with my mother. And it didn't happen the way that I wish it had. I wish she had waited just 4 heats. But I would trade a medal to have my mom back in my life. So this Olympics has taught me that you can't change life, you can't change the results, but you can cherish the moments that you get. And that's what this Games is about.
No medal for Katie Eulander, but you got to love it, the fact that Brooke and Jace, this story has a happy ending.
Oh, absolutely, Jack. And what a wonderful story. Now, I do want to ask you, Jack, did she mention anything about returning back for the Winter Olympics next time around, or is this it for her?
Well, you never say never. She's already been to 4, and of course, age finally catches up to everybody. She absolutely loves what she does. If she's still competing at this level 4 years from now, you can never say never.
All right, thank you, Jack. And Katie Eulander from McDonald, Kansas, just about 45 minutes away from my hometown in Goodland.
Heartwarming story, too, with
Yeah.
being able to reconnect with her mother there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll check back in later tonight with Jack, but be sure to stick around after the newscast for the Olympic Zone. We'll bring you the best stories until closing ceremonies this weekend.
It's becoming a hot topic in Washington. Now Kansas lawmakers are putting their 2 cents in.
What one senator says should be done about gun control, that's still ahead.
And later in sports, the Big 12 race could be decided this weekend. We will break down the league standings. Plus, on the anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, the U.S. women's hockey team makes some history of its own. We will hear from the gold medal winners coming up in about 15 minutes.
As we head throughout the evening hours, patchy light showers here and there and some drizzle. Eventually some fog may develop later on tonight. But with that, how long all this wet weather will last? Look at that coming up.